Hello, hello, hello. You're tuning into another episode of The Wunderkind Show. Today's second topic, ESPN doesn't seem to want to listen to its fans. And what I mean by that is, I know you guys remember we had covered, because we cover more than just football on this channel. We were covering the Malika Andrews story. We were covering how she disrespects players, brings up their past, brings up ongoing investigations. Even if the investigation was taken care of and found out that the person was innocent, she will specifically bring it up at their highest points, regardless if it's true or not. You know where I'm coming from? That's what she's been doing. So there's been a lot of backlash for someone like a Malika. And I know everybody watching this remembers the fiasco that had happened with the Boston Celtics and Ime Udoka, when she was going after him like she was his spurned lover. I know you guys remember it. So with all of the backlash that accumulated off that, with all of the hatred and vitriol from her putting certain players out there and stuff like that, for her taking shots at guys, ESPN has promoted her even further to, let me read this out for you, because, you always want to make sure you're not lying. They promoted her to replace Mike Greenberg as ESPN's NBA Finals host. And not just the host, she'll be the host of NBA Countdown also. Look, this is a problem. I don't know if a lot of people have keeping an eye. Well, it's my job to keep you updated with this, so that's what I'm going to be doing now. ESPN has been losing subscribers and from all levels for the last 2 to 3 years. They are actually on the verge of going and losing about half of ESPN subscribers. That's where their trajectory is going. They've already lost, I believe, well over 27 or 28% of it. And they're going through a tight money crunch. Tight! Super tight! They're looking for any which way how to generate money. And what they're doing now is they're cutting bait with a lot of talent so they can pick up singular guys that already come with a large fan base that can mitigate their losses. I.e., the Shannon Sharps that is presumably going to join ESPN, and the Pat McAfee show. Them also. I know you guys saw it, but that's what they're doing. And the reason why they're going through this, part of the reason they're going through this is because ESPN does not listen to their fans, the people that watch their shows. If a large majority of your consumer is saying that they don't like something, you don't considerably anger that portion. You don't go out there and just go against them just to go against them. You know where I'm coming from? ESPN has arrogantly, ignorantly stood with their nose up to all of their consumers, regardless how it's affect their bottom line. People have said and complained about this lady's commentary. They've complained about what she says, what she does, how she carries herself, even some of the comments she's made towards certain high-profile cases or coaches, i.e. Ime Udoka. And they got a lot of backflash and flack on that. And a lot of people said, look, we just don't like her. So as somebody that's losing money, if you're losing money at the way that Disney's losing money, you would think that they would say, you know what, let's take her somewhat, let's not fire her, but let's take her away from some of the spotlight. You know what I mean? No, what they've done is push her even further into the spotlight. And they've done it while asking you to spend your money, and you should be spending your money on that product. If that's not arrogant and ignorant, I don't know what is. And the funny thing about this is, is that FS1 is not going through this. This is why I was kind of laughing at the Shannon Sharpe and Skip thing. I do not hate Skip like how so many people hate Skip. If you look at Skip's resume, right, and you go through not just men he's helped, but women he's helped, it starts to put things into perspective on the type of person that he is. Look, he is kind of like our age shock jock. That's what he is. That's what he is. But I don't hate him for being a shock jock. That's, you know what I mean? Sometimes, in those special things, people just look to be on one side of the scale. You know what I mean? It's no longer being in the middle. It's like, I hate Skip. No, I like Skip. There's no in the middle. You know what I mean? So the reason why I brought him up is because FS1 has done a beautiful job in retaining talent, grooming talent, expanding the talent, and giving the talent the platform to reach higher audiences, i.e. Shannon Sharpe. Now, Shannon Sharpe might not be with them no more, but they gave him the runaround, or the ability to start Club Shay Shay. Remember, a lot of people don't seem to know this. Club Shay Shay was Skip Bayless's idea. He told Shannon Sharpe that he should do that. Y'all don't know that. FS1 has been doing business the right way, and you don't see them having the turnover that ESPN is having. And they're expanding their grip. I believe the other day they actually have now passed ESPN, I believe, in subscribers for the first time ever. And remember, FS1 used to be known for the NASCAR channel. That was all on FS1, outdoorsmen and NASCAR. But now, they're not playing. ESPN has to shape up, or they're not going to be the worldwide leader of sports much longer. Malika Andrews, to me, she's worse than a shock jock. And I actually like shock jocks. I don't dislike them. But to how people view them, she's way worse. She's way worse. Malika Andrews is the type of person that, you ever heard the old saying, they kick you when you're down? She's the person that's kicking you. But instead of just kicking on you, she's stomping you with heels. 6-inch stilettos. That's her. And she does it proudly. With a smile on her face like this. Look at me. I'm a cutie. Yes. Now look. I think that some people will be like, no, we like her because she's beautiful. Let's not make no mistake about it. She's a beautiful young lady. But I respect commentary that's respectful. You get where I'm coming from? That's why there was such a backlash on Jalen Rose. Because people respected his respect of the comedy. Very few times you've seen Jalen Rose step out of bounds. Very few times. Very few times. And people respected his basketball commentary. Probably because he's played against some of the best to ever play this game. And he wasn't a bad player within, so I believe he averaged like 20 points like 2 or 3 times in his career. So, ESPN, that's becoming a crap show, and it's going like, it was going like this, but now it's going like this. And Disney's losing money also because, Disney's its parent company. So it's not getting the support that it would probably need to weather this storm. But how are you going to weather the storm if you are looking at the consumers and giving them more of what they do not want? If you want to say social media is the gauge, social media should tell you all you need to know about how fans feel about Malika Andrews. It shouldn't even be like an argument because they don't like her. Some of the people she works with even came out and said they don't like working with her. But what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. Do you think that ESPN, it was a good idea for them to make her the head of NBA Countdown and the NBA Finals? Let me know down in the comment section what you guys think. All right? But that's an episode of The Wunderkind Show. Thank you for watching. You know how we get down. We have fun and we laugh. But everything we talk about rooted in what? Facts and truth. Please remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment, please. And if you would like to support this channel and get extra content while doing so, the Wunderkind Patreon is up and it is moving. Give it a check. There's 3 tiers. Each tier has a different level of content. Fantasy football, access to the Discord, special videos during the week and lives. They'll have access. So give it a check out and let me know what you think. And if you want to donate to this channel, bottom of the screen, QR codes to a Cash App. Cash App located in the description of every video that we do. And the name of the Cash App is $, The Wunderkind Show. But once again, this is The Wunderkind Show. This show's not just signing off. And as always, you guys know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Like ESPN. Bye-bye. Yeah.